All right, well, thanks for joining us at the WITN First Alert Desk here at 2 o'clock. I'm Hannah Hutter.
I'm Dustin Staples. Had to think about what my name was for a
Yeah,
second.
hey, you know, that's okay. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
Is it though? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the talk of the town is the snow that we're supposed to be getting,
We
Dustin.
are. And it's quite a sight to see because it's been a long time since we've seen snow like this fall in our area. Because, you know, last year we picked up a couple of inches of snow. I think we probably picked up roughly about 4 inches total out of like 3 different systems we had here, at least in Greenville. The coast, one system, they got slammed like 6 to 8 inches of snow, whereas the inland areas got like 2 inches and it was just cold. So this time around, everybody's going to get a fair share of any snow.
Right.
Powdery snow, not the heavy wet snow. We keep emphasizing that because it's good for, like, we don't have to worry about like extended power outages and like that. It's going to be possible power outages, but not going to be long durating like some parts of the country has been dealing with the last couple of weeks.
Right. So what exactly is our eastern North Carolina area going to be seeing? How much snow do you think we're going to be looking at?
We'll probably walk away with a good 3 to 9. That's kind of the good emphasis. We say 4 to 12. You're like, wow, that's a really foot of snow. Some places could possibly walk away with a foot of snow. Not everybody, though, will see that as we go towards this area. But I will say most of us here will eventually see some sort of snow falling, regardless if it's going to be rain along the coast, but it'll change over to snow when all is said and done. So even the coastal counties, it's going to look kind of funky with beach and snow, sand and snow on the beach right there. You know, I've never personally seen that. I would love to go see that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go drive in my car 3.5 hours.
I wouldn't either.
We have our beautiful web cameras for that purpose as well. But
Exactly.
it's going to be the weekend where you really have to get this, you know, it's kind of the third time's the charm finally. You know, last weekend we thought we'd get something. Didn't really anticipate a lot. We knew we would have some complicated with the forecast because it was changing so much. And the thing about this system, we knew from the get-go this was going to be all snow. Regardless if it was going to be anything else, all snow, and the cold was already here. So we've been locked in this pattern for a long time now, and looks like it may not even be moving much anymore as you go into February. Some long-range data is coming out. We might be staying colder again as we are right now, and maybe some more wintry events on the table for February.
Oh, that would be quite a way to kick off February. I mean, quite a way, because that starts
Sunday.
Yes.
Groundhog Day is Monday, so we'll see what our furry faux friend says in Punxsutawney. But
yeah, let's see if he says more winter weather.
Well, he's only 30% right.
No, well,
he only isn't enough groundhog. No, we're most accurate, most trusted. No, we tell you that, right? Hey, though, of course, let's get right into the nitty gritty because obviously you're going to be having a lot of questions. Drop your questions down. I'll try to answer them when I can, as you do so as well. But most of our area is going to be seeing some form of wintry weather all around the board. So drop your questions, drop your locations. I'll try to get to as many as I can. We'll probably make us a little bit longer than we usually do, as we've been doing. I know Zach was on here last night talking with you as well. But overall, again, snow and kind of frigid winds. We might have to change that title. It sounds kind of funny saying that. But overall, the main consensus of this winter storm is mostly snow. A little bit of mixing possible along the coast, but that won't even last more than maybe a couple of hours before you transition all the way over to snow late in the afternoon. So that's the way things are going. Tonight, you're fine. Tomorrow morning, say 6, 7 o'clock, you need to kind of go ahead, get ready for that, get what you need to get done after work today, because we can only imagine stores are going to be empty. Like we saw, was it Morehead City? Is that where that was?
Yep, Morehead City.
Yeah,
Yep, their Walmart's pretty wiped clean right now.
Yeah, so that a lot of sites are going to be like that overall too. Hopefully not, you know, that extended, you know, kind of thing, but make sure to get what you need, you know. And we may be stuck inside for a couple of days. People have to be aware of that. The question comes: is there going to be school? Probably. I'm a superintendent, but probably not until Tuesday. I'm going to give that though out there. So, of course, everybody's given their location today. Pactolus, Jacksonville, LaGrange, and Washington. Thank you all for coming in here, listening in from Gloucester or Gloucester. I can't. That's another interchangeable one. Leave your questions now. I'm going to run through this real quick so we can kind of get things going. But yeah, pretty much good after the afternoon time frame to overnight hours Sunday morning, early Sunday morning. We're going to be watching this carefully. And once we get past this, it is just going to get cold, really, as you do so right there. Winter mornings, again, really in place here for all of Eastern North Carolina, and that's going to be going through the weekend. They may let those go a little bit earlier as we go towards Sunday afternoon for some of you, but I will say a lot of our counties are going to be, regardless of any storm concerns. Now we're starting to see some extreme cold warnings pop up in Pender County. Those were not there early this morning, so we may be starting to see some of those extreme cold warnings get issued here over the weekend. We do have some cold weather advisories that are in place through tomorrow night, and then Saturday night into Monday morning, a cold weather watch, the extreme cold weather watch, and they get popped in, and of course maybe some cold weather warnings for some of our southern counties as well. I see you all in the comments regarding the blizzard of 70. I don't think it's going to be like that. We're not going to have, you know, feet and feet and feet of snow, nothing like that extent. Now, possible snow drifts are possible with the snow that's moving on through. We may have to make some small little minute changes to this map today, but I think we're kind of set in stone with what we're forecasting with that. And again, if this continues to shift further inland, again, some of those higher mounts also can be ruled out. But the way things are going right now, that's kind of what we're seeing with that. So anybody watching from Alberston, Fuquay-Varina, I believe that's going towards Raleigh. You can kind of put that on the map there. Washington, Roanoke Rapids, Chocowinity. We've got Windsor, Onslow County, LaGrange. Everybody tuning on in. So I hope this answers your question here with regarding to your location on there. We can't give an exact, you know, we'd be on here forever giving you exact town names because nobody would have time to listen to us. They would go on the next channel to change it, you know. But overall, the general consensus we could see again with that too. Real quick, it's quiet right now. Not really much to speak about here. But again, as we go towards the rest of the afternoon, the winds begin to pick up. That's what we're watching with that. That's why it's cold. Anything that starts falling will start sticking immediately here across the east. Though, again, it's 68 in Kinston. I'm sorry, that sensor is not right there. A lot of you probably wish it was 68 degrees. I think we're having some glitches in Kinston right now. It's not 68 degrees out there. Elsewhere, 20s and 30s more realistic. It's probably 38. I could see that. But yeah, that's not right. So Kinston sensor is way off the charts right now. So other than that, we've got those winds out of the north and northeast, 10 to 15 miles an hour. Keep that in mind. David says 54 inches of snow back in 1978 in Rhode Island. Yeah, they're used to the heavy snow. I think 54, we would just be done.
Yeah, I don't know what we would do.
I think almost, what is that, like 4, 5, almost 5.5 feet of snow, something like that.
Too much.
More too much snow that we could handle. Nothing like that, unfortunately. We're not having a blizzard like that much snow here. We're quiet here on the radar, but there's the first signs of it right there. Even Southwest Virginia's getting a few flurries coming in this afternoon. Maybe some of our northern counties, don't be surprised, say north of Scotland Neck, up towards portions of Halifax County, Northampton County, Gates County. Donald said he's moving to Kinston, 68 degrees. I think, yeah, that's a bit of a typo. But think about Christmas, because you can pull us back up here for a second. Our Christmas here, people, we were in the we were in the upper 60s and low to mid 70s for Christmas.
I was wishing I was here for Christmas
and so
instead of South Dakota.
Everybody is. We'll talk about that. Even the first day of the year, I think we had some 70s early on in January here, and then since after the second week of January, we have just been stuck cold. Really haven't been near average highs. It's supposed to be like 55 to 58. Nowhere near that.
I know. Everyone keeps asking what it's like, you know, coming from South Dakota. It feels like I haven't left. So.
We always say, we always, if someone new from the north, we just put it on. No, I was kidding.
Yeah.
You know,
sorry, guys.
No, I will say that, but it's nice to get a different feel because we've been so accustomed to being in 70s and even 80s sometimes.
Right.
You know, we got close. Some spots in January could have hit 80. We got very close to some locations. Didn't hit that this go around though. February we've had to hit some 80 degrees in the past though, but other than that though, nothing like that to the extent. But average highs mid 50s. Our average daytime highs now are our average overnight lows. So that shows you how reversed we are right now. Lows should not be our average daytime highs at this time.
Right.
Maybe in the Northeast or kind of where you are, maybe along along the Canadian-U.S. line there. But anyway, so that's kind of where we're dealing with that right there too. No 70s. Keep dreaming of the summer. I think we're like 52, 51 days to spring, so we're almost there.
We're getting close. We're getting close.
I normally have a calendar with all like the events and when the holidays and something, and I try to sneak in the holidays of the seasons in there. So I try to oh good, summer's here.
We're getting there.
Anyway, but yeah, so we can go back to our radar here. But yeah, this evening, 5 o'clock. Now, stay with me, Carol. I'm going to get you the forecast, hourly forecast in a second here. I'm going to showcase you what it's going to look like in a minute. So here's the winds right now. I'll show you the winds because this is really what we're watching out for too. Once we get the snow going, these winds are just going to get cranking and going nonstop. It is not going to be stopping probably till about Monday afternoon. So regardless of any cold, it is just going to be windy all the way around. So loose objects, obviously, you may want to take care of them. trim, wind chimes. If you've got patio furniture, you want to hunker down along the coast, that's where we could see higher wind gusts between up to maybe 30 to 60 miles an hour. Just some impressive winds with that too. Sustained winds there, still quite breezy. Even Monday morning with the snow on the ground, it's going to make it feel a lot colder. So regardless of that, that snow will make things feel colder. It's going to get quite very windy out there. Saturday afternoon, here's your wind gusts. That was sustained winds. The wind gust forecast there between, like I said, 30 and 50. We may could clip a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust, so nearing almost tropical storm force winds.
Wow.
Closing on possible blizzard criteria almost. We might don't be surprised if the blizzard warning gets issued in northern Outer Banks this weekend. The first time, I think, in ever. So we're just doing everything for the first time in a while, I guess. But other than that, there's the wind forecast. Where's the radar data? Here's your temperature data right there. This is the story to tell after that. It's going to be quite cold regardless tonight here. What time should you salt your steps? I say probably do it now. I'm going to be frankly, they've already salted our park a lot outside, so go ahead if you got the salt, if you got the sand, you got the material, if you have a sodium chloride mixing machine, go ahead and throw out now. That way it's already set to go. So wind chills again, teens and single digits tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, so there's some negative digits up there. It's Sunday morning it is, so it is just not going to be fun to be outside regardless of anything. Monday morning there, still pretty cold. Tuesday morning, we're still in the single digits, but finally our field light temperatures will be in the 20s and 40s at night, Tuesday night, so everybody's looking forward to that, yeah. Everybody, the nice push of some wet there as well. So other than that, yeah, definitely keep that in mind. Yeah, so pretty much, chill factor, pipes, you got it all. Yeah, make sure to protect any outdoor plumbing of pipes, those water hoses. If you have that little cover to go over that, you can kind of do that too. Here's your forecast again. Snow moves in overnight tonight. Tomorrow morning it begins early on, and then we will have more snow continuing Saturday night by midday Sunday. By 7 o'clock on Sunday morning, most of the in locations will have most of the snow gone. Coastal spots you're going to be in at probably to about 10, 11 a.m. on Sunday, and then we're quiet. The sun's going to be shining. I don't think anyone's going to be out there in temperatures that cold, But yeah, blizzard warning. Yeah, I don't think there's ever been here since yeah, I agree. I mean, I've only been there for a couple of years. I don't recall anything like that, but it's possible. We have to watch out for that too. So definitely a sight to see for northerlies.
Yeah, if you are going out, you definitely need those layers. You need the gloves, the scarves, the hats, everything.
All the winter gear. People that got winter gear for Christmas were thinking to themselves, I don't need this right now. I don't need this right now.
It's coming in handy.
It's coming. Oh yeah, you need to go ahead and get what you need to get done. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, Diane, we'll circle back to your question. Like I said, I have no idea. I don't think there's ever been one. That's for the Outer Banks, not the inland locations. Inland locations are not going to see a blizzard warning. If we see a blizzard warning, then we're all in trouble because it's like, where are we going with this? Yeah, Donald's he's got a good point there. Watch out for the pipes. Make sure to open those cabinets, let the faucets drip at night. Kind of at a consistent speed. And then let's see. Later on at 5 this evening, Carol. Again, you should be fine. It's just going to be cloudy, maybe a few flurries. Yeah, so pretty much everybody that's on here, hope that answered your questions. Pat told us today, mostly again, it's going to be okay. You're fine. Nothing issued on 264. Jacksonville, you're looking good. All today, you're fine. Today is the day you need to go ahead and get prepared for everything, because tomorrow morning, right on sunrise, get off them roads. I mean, there's some church services early tomorrow morning.
Right.
It could be a little dicey for some places, depending on where they are. So they had to move for Sunday services to tomorrow. So better yet, my best is kind of just tune online. You have to watch with that too. So Grifton, good afternoon. Bellevue, power outages, it's a possibility. Not everybody's going to see them though. Nothing like last week. We had all that ice because it's a powdery snow we're seeing.
Right, that's what I was going to ask. Do you think we're going to be seeing as much ice as we are snow? But it seems no, right?
Right. More snow than any frozen, really, anything. Okay. No sleet, no freezing rain. Minus a little mixing, say, between Ocracoke, Hatteras up towards Frisco, along the Outer Banks, probably most likely to start as a little bit of a wintry mix. Okay. Stays rain for a few hours, but once that cold air catches up to that, it'll change all that over to snow. And then everybody, by midnight, tomorrow night, and Sunday morning, will be all snow. So it's going to take a little while for it to get that. Yeah, Pine Tops, again, same situation. Everybody's going to get a fair share of some snow. I'm going to go back to that snowfall graphic while we're doing that. Some crazy weather, that is for sure, David. The crazy weather continues on in. Come on, trying to get back to the snowfall tone. And I'll leave you with this here because we got to get ready for the 3 o'clock. That Kinston, It ain't no 68 degrees.
I wish it was.
It ain't 68 right now in Kansas. That is a major typo there with that as well. I'm going to pull up the snowfall graphic here for you all. I'm going to leave you with this because, like I said, we'll talk more later at the 3. Yeah, Washington, North Carolina looking pretty good as of now. And there's everybody. Let me go back to this camera real quick. How many people thinks buying milk sandwiches?
Oh, I'm sure a lot
bread,
of them.
everybody there.
Get those eggs too, and yep, really stock
a
up.
lot of French toast making weather. That's what
Oh,
I mean.
yeah.
Thinking French
Hey,
toast.
French toast is great. So you know.
Yeah, that's what we're going to be seeing with that. Here's your snowfall totals again: Vanceboro, Craven County, and that 7 to 12. Now, I will say most likely, since you're kind of closer to the Pitt County going in that direction, most likely Vanceboro's right in the center of Craven County. That's right, kind of right in that middle. You could possibly pick up between, say, 6 to 8, roughly, give or take. Though again, north of someone said Pine Tops there, it's Edgecombe County, closer to that 4 or 5 inch range. If you see anything with that too, and overall the coastal spots are going to have a fair share of wintry weather moving their way. Belhaven, same story for you, right on that 4 to 7 cutoff line. But anyway, pretty much east of 264, north of 64 over there towards Plymouth, Columbia, Roper, Jamesville. Those cities up there probably going to be seeing some higher wind gusts, higher concerns for that as well. Winterville, you're right in the split line of 4 to 7 inches of snow, so definitely going to be seeing that. In Pollocksville, same for you as well. And everybody else, I think I've already answered a lot of questions. So keep them coming. We'll be back on the air at 3, and then we'll 4, and then we'll be here all night and tomorrow
throughout
morning,
the weekend.
yes. And if you really get sick of us, go watch a movie, because as if you don't see tired of if you're tired of seeing Dustin and Jim and Zach and Charlie and Russell on TV, go watch a movie. But no, in all seriousness, y'all stay warm, stay safe this weekend. And what a way to welcome your first 2 weeks here,
I know, yeah, just getting all the cold weather. But hey, that's okay. That's all right. We'll get it out of our system now, so it'll be all the much better when,
that's right.
when it is
moving
warmer.
to the 60s there in Kinston.
Exactly. Yeah.
In Kinston.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us at the WITN First Alert Desk. And again, we'll have more at 3 o'clock. And until then, have a great rest of your Friday.